Hello everyone. Today's adventure takes us to Curly Creek Falls, Falls Creek Falls, and Panther Creek Falls, but it didn't go quite as expected. So we got up early in the morning and we headed up into the Gifford Pinchot Forest. It was a pretty nice day. As you can see by the sunshine glaring off my dirty windshield, I needed to really clean that thing. You captured just a glimpse of Swift Reservoir. Swift Reservoir is can be pretty windy out there, as you can see by the video. We have paddled the entire length of that lake. That lake is pretty big. We got our 12-year-old Shiba Inu with us, Obi. And there's the Subaru that takes us on most of these adventures. Here we are at the Curly Creek Falls trailhead. What we didn't know is that there's actually a main parking lot and there's a lot better trailhead. We were on the Billy Goat trailhead. We had no idea. Thrust himself into the brush. That is actually the Luce River. It's up above Carson, below Luce River Falls.
You're gonna run out of reserves, man.
All right, we gotta go back up. Now we gotta climb, Obi. Ooh, that's steep. This section of the trail really was beautiful. Makes me really glad that we didn't find the main parking lot and we're on the less traveled trail. We meet up with the main trail here in about another 100 yards. And then from there, it's not far to the viewpoint. It is steep. You do not want to fall off of there. It was a beautiful October day with all the leaves changing. And there's Curly Creek Falls. It was dry. We came at the wrong time of the year. That's something that I guess we didn't do our research on. It usually flows pretty good wintertime, spring, early summer. One neat thing about Curly Creek Falls is that it actually has two natural land bridges, which is kind of unique to this waterfall. Then we drove up to Falls Creek Falls. Falls Creek Falls is on the other side of Old Man Pass as you head down towards Carson. Had a gravel road that we had to drive in on. Not too bad of a gravel road. You kind of wonder once you get in there, because some of the signs are missing, that if you're even on the right road, because it does Y about halfway down in there and the sign's missing. But I figured, let's go down the road that has all the potholes, because this is the road that probably everybody travels on. And then we got down to the parking lot, and there were several people in the parking lot, so we knew we were at the right place. Once you're at the parking lot, you go to the trailhead. Trail 152A follows Falls Creek about 1.7 miles to the waterfall. It's about 750 feet in elevation gains. They say it's an easy hike at about just under 3.5 miles round trip. However, we're not really the hiking type, and we have a 12-year-old dog who has 3 legs, so he was getting pretty tired. So we ended up turning around probably about a half mile from the waterfall. So we didn't actually make it to the waterfall, but from what I've read, the waterfall is 335 feet tall. It's one of the tallest waterfalls in Southwest Washington.
Hey.
Come on, buddy. Obi does not like bridges or docks or anything that moves under his feet. So we usually have to pick him up to get him across obstacles like that. It's a good thing he only weighs 22 pounds. It was still a beautiful hike up in there. We're definitely coming back. We'll probably leave Obi at home next time we come back. Next was Panther Creek Falls, up out of Carson. It was the first time I ever been down to the waterfall. I mean, I'd been up this road countless times. The last time I was up this road, it was still gravel, and I was really surprised when I saw this really nice paved road all the way up here. You'll have to excuse my video. For some reason, my camera stabilization went all wonky, so if you get motion sickness, I'm sorry. But I didn't realize that the video was all messed up until I got home. So it's a pretty short hike from the parking lot down to the viewpoint. There's actually 2 viewpoints. There's an upper viewpoint and there's a lower viewpoint. We didn't make it down to the lower viewpoint because we had Obi with us, but it's not that far to get to the upper viewpoint. It's probably like maybe a quarter mile down in there. It was beautiful. We had really awesome weather as well. And then just like that, my stabilization on my camera decided to work. Technology. So after Panther Falls, we drove 20 minutes down to Carson, Washington, to the Carson Hot Springs Resort. So at the resort, they offer bath and wraps, they have spa massages, and they have a mineral therapy pool. The mineral therapy pool runs at about 140 degrees, and there's a cold plunge pool right next to it, which is in the lower 50s. After being in the hot tub, it is cold when you go to that cold plunge pool, but it's that hot tub runs pretty hot, and you definitely want to get out and cool down. It runs like $19 for an hour. They usually give you more than an hour, probably about an hour and 20 minutes, so you have time to change. We always love stopping and soaking in the hot tub. I hope you liked our video. Please like and subscribe to our channel. We really appreciate it. I hope you all have a great day.